Oh, here we go. Raven Kiefer gave me 3 words. Time goes quickly. Use it wisely. Raven Kiefer gave me the words. Here we go. Welcome, my friends. Day 1988 in a row of the MarkinsPires show. Little song that happened in the moment here, based on a couple words Raven gave me. Enjoy.
Time goes by as fast as water drops out of the tap. We're all distracted by the world of lies. We can't find our peace anymore. It's gone, it's been held hostage for too long. As time goes quickly, use it wisely. I say time goes so fast. Close your eyes, you open them, you're old and gray. Where did the time go? It's out the window now. And you can't wake up, no, you can't wake up from the dream. You're deep, you're complacent, yeah. Time flows by like clouds in the sky. They seem like they're there forever, but it is always gone before you know it. I say, time goes by so quickly, it's like quicksand. All you can get out, you are lost forever. By so fast, you're looking, you're only there for a moment in the realm scheme of things. Time goes by so quickly, yes. You better use it wisely, yeah. Before it's gone, before you look back with regret, yeah. So I say time goes by so quickly, you can grab it all. Time goes by quickly, use it wisely. You need to wake up from the dream. Open your eyes while you can. You're missing out on the gems. You're missing out on the rest of the world going on while you're sleeping. Yeah. You've only got one day, each and every day. You got to it's all gone. It's all gone. Don't look back with regrets, no. Don't look back with regrets, no. Don't look back, no. Don't look back, look into the moment you're living in. It's the only thing that's real. It's the only thing that you can feel. Yeah, in the moment, yeah. Get the most out of life if you get here in the moment with me, yeah, yeah. 'Cause time goes by so quick. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Time goes by so quickly. Time goes by. Time.
Thank you, Raven Kiefer. Welcome, my friends. Oh, here we go. To the longest running daily variety show. Had to start with a beauty. Time goes by. Man, that song, it's got to go on the next album. Got to put out that next album, album 17. I was going to put on my other mic tonight. I guess I didn't get around to that. How's everybody doing out there? You having a good night? Hope you enjoyed that intro. I really do like that song. I had to jam a little guitar on top of it. I hope you don't mind. So, not really sure what we're going to do. Never really do. But we're going to do something. We're going to have some fun together. Raging Wolf, thank you so much, Raging Wolf. I'm so glad to see you here again. Leisure number 7 is with us. And so happy that Julie Drake is back in the house with us. Day 2. My favorite is day 2 when people come back to back. We do this every night. We just try to break away from the negative world. And I had a pretty cool night, actually. I went to the beach. My manager put a office party together just halfway through the year officially, I guess, So it was pretty cool to kick back. I actually brought a beat seat out, and I showed there was 2 musicians there. They let me play a song. I played one song for my office, which was kind of cool. On his acoustic guitar, and on the beat seat, I brought the beat seat from the car. I didn't realize he didn't really mic it that well, but I mic'd it afterwards, and it sounded pretty much fire when I played with them. I just jammed along with them, these 2 guitar players, and rocked out with them. What's interesting is the guy who, one of the guitar players said, I booked this venue if, you ever want to play. I was like, I've been thinking about playing out, maybe doing a show out in front of people would be good for this show, and for getting around, the people who control the button. And you never know. I mean, look, the issue I used to have when I did play is people didn't go out. Like, I didn't have people come. I'd have small crowds. So it's like, same thing. I'm expecting the same thing when I go. Like, this is a small crowd we've had every night I've been live. Small crowd I had when I was out playing music. A small crowd I expect when I go out and play music again. I am playing music like I've never played before. And I think I'm playing guitar and doing some things now that I can't comprehend, but I don't even know how to play guitar, so that's a whole other subject and conversation. But 20, I guess, I got my first guitar, I was 18, so roughly 27 years, 28 years of playing guitar now, and that's more time than I haven't been playing, and, you play every day for 6 years in a row almost. You start to do some pretty cool stuff. And I guess I could say the one thing I'm proof of is that you can go back to the beginning songs. You'll hear there's some cool stuff going on. I was playing guitar pretty well, but the stuff that's happened in the last year specifically is pretty insane. Trish thinks it's a good idea I get out in front of people. Matt Zabrowski, what do you think? Something to live for. Zabrosk, can you hit us with that special woo-hoo you give us every day? 1988. Oh, Zabrosk, you cut me off. I was about to say 1988 days in a row, and you cut me off right before I said in a row. You know, I know you're anxious to get going because I played that song at the intro, Zabrosk. But you could wait next time. Give me a moment to give you the proper intro. You are a Grammy winner. Anyway, so I guess I would say best way I could explain it is like you first start playing, you're doing a lot of rudimentary stuff. Even when I was doing rhythm, that's what I practiced with first. I just want to be able to sing and play songs. I'd be like, I'll play you the song that they played, and I played along on the beat seat. They played it a little different than I play it. They played it probably more like the traditional version, I would imagine. I don't do that. I play it my own way. That's how I roll. There's my feet. Deal with it. Guys, I was at the beach today. All right. Well, I hear that train rolling. It's rolling around the bend. I see sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I stuck it for some reason. It's where I want to stay. And them people keep a moving on down the San Antone. Rich folks eating the fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. Well, I know I can't be free. And them people keep a moving on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And them people keep a moving on down to San Antone. You do. On down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And them people keep a moving on down to San Antone, yeah. So I play it a little different than they played it. They played it more traditional. And I don't even know how it sounds originally, to be honest. I forget. I think it's more like, well, I hear the train rolling, rolling, rolling. You know, I was like, nah, not doing it that way. I'm sorry. And what did I play for them? Better than that. Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, girl. One for tomorrow, one just for today. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Love me 1 time. Could not speak. Love me 2 times. My knees got weak. Love me 2 times, girl. Last me all through the week. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Don't want to drop the guitar. It has happened. We broke my jazz guitar filming Batmark versus Supermark. Right there. It's about to fall and break again. You can see it. We should fix that. Hold on. And of course, the Sword of Destiny that I built this sword for us to protect the Bible from 1775. We just don't want that thing to fall again and break the neck again. Turtle Shell's the one who gave us the heads up on how to fix that. I fixed it, and now I freaking broke it again. What is that? Oh, I thought that was a pick. It's not. Bubba News. Stephanie Munoz, good to see you. My mom was a true Tennessee hillbilly. Nice. We'll play some music for your hillbilly Tennessee home-loving lady. I did want to play you guys a few comedies tonight, too. Because I think we need the music, but we also need to laugh a little bit. And Bubba knows what that's about, right? Bubba News, my brother. Leisure number 7 in the house, Trish Killian. So good to see you. Guys, Raging Wolf's kicking it with us. Feeling better already. That makes me happy. Well, I hope you guys can get into a little bit of my comedy as well. I'm a bit of a crazy idiot, I guess you would say, like stupid moron, like dummy, like Magoo. I mean, look at that guy right there. What in the hell, you know? And then he's doing stupid comedies as well as standing in front of a green screen, you know, parting the sea. I did that, Mark says. Guys, Back to the Future, Mark. It's one of my movies. But this is just a short little piece, very recent piece. And I want you guys to see it because this is an example of what I'm trying to finish up with this Batmark versus Supermark movie, but I'm having issues with my editing software. I can't even explain what's happening, but like every time I open it up, the screen goes black. I could see it in the timeline, but nothing's there's no video, there's no audio. The stickers of different things pop up, but there's nothing else. I tried to just like, okay, let me get it to open. A few times it'll open, you'll see it there. And I'm like, let me just save it real quick and try to download it as a video. And then I'll edit it in a different software for the rest of it. Because I spent now 5 to 7 days cutting this entire movie down into being freaking awesome. Like zoom in, zoom outs throughout the whole thing. And now I'm 35 minutes from the finish. It's an hour and 50 minutes long. So I've done an hour and 22 minutes of it roughly. And now it's giving me problems. I'm at 295 clips. Just think about that. It started as one piece and I've cut it now to make the whole movie with all these zoom in, zoom outs. The footage is still the footage. It's great. You can go watch the movie right now, but it's going to be sick afterwards. You see all my facial expressions and all the silly things I do. And that is where the movie really is going to even shine more. But I'm having issues now. Really pisses me off. So what do we do instead? Let me just give you a little piece of one of the characters from the movie. He's the villain. His name is Mr. Dick Face. Some people love him. Most people hate him. If you don't know, there's a little bit of information about Face you should know. Melanie K in the house. Dick Face. I'm giving you the link in case you want to leave a comment and a like. That helps us. Dick Face was a character I created one day. I was actually in my kitchen in my old house with my wife, and I started thinking about a radio character, like a news guy, 1950s style. His name is Dick Face, and he is the biggest asshole in the world. Like everything he says is obnoxious. He just always insults people. That was the concept originally. And I thought he'd have more of a voice, be like, it's the Dick Face Show, brought to you by Menon. And like, so that was the concept of Dick Face at the beginning. And then Face came out, and there's a video somewhere on YouTube. I've got a Google account somewhere with Dick Face Show. And you see the original Face. He had a freaking goatee on. I used to wear this goatee, and I put the wig on and everything because I didn't want people to know it was me. I put glasses on. I was wearing this wig, and I was pretending to be Dick Face, trying to separate myself from real estate and just be like this comedy thing that was totally separate from Pires. That failed pretty quickly. I let the cat out of the bag too quickly. I wanted that to go for a while. And then like 5 years later, people were like, wait a second, Dick Face, Mark Pires, you know? And I just never got around to doing that. Now instead, Dick Face just appears from time to time with this background. That's Sonny the Fists right there. Look at those freaking stupid fists, right? Dumbest fists I've ever seen in my life. That quiche, you know it's going bad. You know, it's still there. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that quiche and the coffee is still in his hand when you see this scene right now. But this is the transformation and what Dick Face became. And you're going to hear other things going on. That's why I wanted you to know what Supermark's going to be like when you see it. It's going to be just like this, but I'm having issues. So anyway, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
That's not it. Just kidding. Here we go. Put this on this way. By Menon. I use that in like all my comedies. Here we go.
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beats.
Oh, you guys hear about this? De Niro? Hold on a minute. De Niro? You gotta be kidding me. I'm here De Niro style. Sonny! I can't figure Sonny out. Sonny, how's that quiche? How's the quiche doing, Sonny?
Guys, head to YouTube if you want to see Sonny. He's ridiculous.
With them stupid fists. Sonny, I got my sword. I'm at my table.
Here's your espresso,
What's that, Gino? Oh, thank you, Gino. For espresso. Gino?
What's that,
It
Foch?
smells delicious.
Why, thank you, Foch.
Gino, I got my espresso. Can I get a biscuit to dip-a-roo into my espresso?
Oh, sure thing, Foch.
You know, Sonny, I can't figure Gino out. I'm here. I got a sword. You sheathing it? I'm at my table. I got a sheathed sword. I'm a sword sheather. You're there with the stupid cough cup.
Here you go, Foch.
Thank you, Gino, for the biscuit. Biggity boo. I take an espresso. I take a biscuit. On the Peru. Gino,
Yeah, Foch?
it's fantastic. What's that, Sonny? Sonny, I can't hear you. What was the cough cup? You got a cough cup. I got a sword. Sheathing said sword. As you sit there with a cough cup on my table, got espresso, a dip-a-roo to biscuit, and you're there. I can't figure you out, Sonny. I can't figure you.
Can I get you a refill, Sonny?
What's that, Gino? Gino, I'm sorry. No, Sonny doesn't want a refill. He's still drinking the same brew from 74. Biggity boo, how's the sword doing? Look, I'll tell you, Sonny, if you put down the cough cup, you got them stupid fists. Right? He there. He got them fists. Dimmy, do. You gotta put the cough cup down, Sonny. Right? Okay. When you got the sword of destiny, you got an espresso from Gino made, squeezed by God. It's that good. The espresso, delicious. Hey, Gino, did you put a sugar in the raw? In my espresso?
Oh, I won't make that
What's
mistake
that?
again, Foch.
Gino, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume. It's delicious. No, Sonny, he gave me a sugar in the raw. Sometimes I gotta chastise Gino for not bringing me your sugar. I got a sword. Sheathing it. Sonny, I'm getting the friggin' hell out of the Bronx. You tell anybody who come looking for me, they can't sit at my table. I'm gonna leave express and this second biscuit. Right here. When I get back, I'm finishing it. Gino, I'll call you on the way so you can make me a fresh espresso. Cause I ain't drinking that. Okay? It's beautiful now. When I walk away, it's crap. I see the sword. I gotta say, I scared away the fly because I haven't seen it since I did Dick Face. Dick Face is an original character I created a while back. He's basically Andrew Dice Clay without being like negative towards women. He's just kind of looking for respect. Face's just looking for respect. And if you were on YouTube, you'd see Sonny the Fists sitting right next to me, who's the star of multiple movies, by the way, as well as Dick Face. Dick Face is the villain in a little movie called Batmark versus Supermark. You can watch it on YouTube. Batmark wins. Actually, Supermark and Batmark lose. Dick Face wins at the end, but I don't want to give away, the ending to the first movie I ever created. I did 10 feature films. They're all on YouTube for free to watch. And it's basically the insanity you just saw. I don't have a script. I live in the moment. We just happened to grab this sword again that I built recently, and it's become a prop. Now for the whole show. We're doing a whole show with this sword in my hand. I got De Niro over my freaking shoulder. De Niro, a biggity boo. De Niro's the same freaking guy in every single movie.
So true.
Oh, look at me. I'm a bad guy. I'm a gangster. Oh, can you do me a favor? Make me a ham sandwich? You stupid face. I'm just saying. No spoilers. I need to watch them ASAP. Tupac, you do. There's 10 feature films on my playlist here on YouTube.
I gotta play you guys something else here. I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to do this. Look at this. Pastor accused of 1.3 million crypto scheme. It says we took God at his word. Let's see what this is about. A Colorado pastor accused of pocketing $1.3 million in a crypto scheme says the Lord told us to. Let's see what this goofball has to say, right? Oh, goodness. Sometimes you're in the middle of it and you find a gold story. This one's gold. A Colorado-based pastor for an online church accused of pocketing $1.3 million through a cryptocurrency fraud told followers in a video statement that the Lord told him to do it. Eli Regalado and his wife marketed their cryptocurrency, Index Coin, to Christian communities in Denver, saying God told him people would become wealthy if they invested. The Colorado Division of Security said in a statement on Thursday, Index, which is INDX coin, if you guys want to pick some up, make sure you get a nice supply of INDX coin. You're going to put it in there with your Bitcoin, right? BB Poo Poo. Make sure you get that too. Wolf of Crypto. I was the first person to, rug pull. January 1st, 2021, I put out the movie The Wolf of Crypto. Go watch it. It's hilarious. Anyway, the Regalados could not be reached for a comment. In a video statement to their followers last week, Eli Regalado said the charges that they had pocketed $1.3 million are true. This freaking scumbag, right? But God told me to do it. Out of the $1.3 million, $500,000 went to the IRS and a few $100,000 went to a home remodel. The Lord told us to do, he said in a video. The Lord wanted him to reno. You need that coffee machine, Eli. Let's put the Miele in the wall, the one that has direct water input. Yeah, you're making espressos. The Lord needs you to drink espresso. All right. Eli, let me talk to you real quick. I just got a message from the Lord. He's telling me you need an indoor swimming pool. We're thinking a gym, like multi-million-dollar gym, right? You get a trainer as well. And Michael Phelps, he's going to come out and teach you how to swim. Because I know you swim with two left arms. You're going, you don't want to go in one direction, buddy. Okay, you're doing circles. We want you to go straight. So we're bringing Michael Phelps in. That's just what we need to do, Eli. So anyway, the couple also allegedly spent their investors' funds on a Range Rover. Again, God told them they need to travel in style. Luxury handbags, jewelry, and au pair. Guys, he's there. He's doing the Index Coin. He's also pastoring. He's up there. He's telling people, guys, give me more money. We're going to put the hat out for a second contribution today, guys. My wife needs a handbag. God told us. God told us handbags are aplenty for you, Regalado. When Regalado was doing it and his wife was just taking advantage of the Regalado fortune, God was giving. The couple was charged with violating anti-fraud provisions under the Colorado Securities Act. The Colorado Securities Commissioner, Tung Chan. Joanne, you hear that name? That's almost as silly as your wheeze. Joanne! And then she drops a toot. Joanne, I'd appreciate it if while I'm doing the news, you keep the wheeze to a minimum. All right, back to the story, Joanne. You kept me sidetracked. I'm in the process of reading about Regalado here. Guys, YouTube, if you want to see Regalado and all of his Regalado-ness, he's doing it. We allege that Mr. Regalado took advantage. This is Tung Chan speaking, guys. When you're doing the news story and Tung Chan comes out to give us his insight, using his own tongue, okay, so Tung Chan said it was a she. I didn't know Tung Chan was a she. She filed a civil fraud charge and was approached by the people who invested and lost money through Index Coin. We allege that Mr. Regalado, Joanne, wheeze down. Please, thank you. Mr. Regalado took advantage of the trust and faith of his own Christian community and that he peddled outlandish promises of wealth to them when he sold them essentially worthless cryptocurrencies. Sounds very similar to the Wolf of Crypto. I stole a ton of money as Peter Bishop. It was a good year for Peter Bishop. Of course, I then shifted all of that money into BB Poo Poo. for Shark Tank. If you didn't see my Shark Tank episode, it's definitely worth a watch. Illiquid and practically worthless. Regalado claimed that God told him investors would become wealthy if they put money into index coin, promoting it as a low-risk, high-profit investment pegged to the average value of a top 100 cryptocurrency, the securities division said. In reality, index coin was illiquid and practically worthless. The securities division said in a release the cryptocurrency was available only in Kingdom Wealth Exchange, which the regulados shut down. Of course they did, because God told them to. It can no longer be sold anywhere except in heaven, apparently. They're really doling out the regulados, cryptocurrency index coin up there. We took God at his word. This guy again, blasphemy. Can we just strike him down? Heavenly Lord, what are we talking about here? We took God at his word, he said. Regalado said this. And we sold cryptocurrency with no clear exit and no clear clue what the friggin' heck it was worth. You said it was worth top 100. This thing was illiquid, they said. Means like never had any value at all. Regalado in his video address Friday said, what we're believing for still is that God is going to do a miracle, and he's going to give us a new cryptocurrency to pitch to you guys. It's called Windex Coin. This one, you put a win in front, and we're all going to make money on this one. God told me so. God said this one, you got it wrong the first time, Regalado, but this time with Windex Coin, everybody's winning. We're going to have, that's you have to have a motto for your crypto exchange, and Windex Coin, everybody wins with Windex Coin by God. God took the by men and stole it. By God. Regalado still tried to go back to by men. And no, you can't, Regalado. God's involved now. All right. You said he brought us the new cryptocurrency Windex. I'm sorry? No, I know there's a product called Windex, but they're on board. Actually, they're the major stock and, share owner of Windex Corporation, which is now cryptocurrency. And when you have a zit, you spray on your face. Anybody remember that movie? Oh, goodness. In the comments on Regalado's videos, dozens of people continue to reassure him that God will turn the situation around for the Regalados. Their Range Rover. Maybe they can drive to the gates of St. Peter. They say, St. Peter, look, God told me to get this Range Rover here, What's that? No, I know he wanted me to get the red one, but I decided to go with the gray. Look, he told me he wanted the Range Rover. Why can't I select the color that I want for my Range? I gotta let God choose the color. I'm driving it, he's just like there on the throne, So the Regalado, he shows up, St. Peter, the gates, right? Okay, so this gets even better, guys. Faith-based marketing. Regalado was 22 and serving a prison sentence for boosting cars when his faith called him to become a pastor 20 years ago. He said in a YouTube live podcast, guys, started my life in prison. I used to boost cars, And I was there and I was like, I think a better game is to steal people's money as a pastor, and then I'll say God told me to do it. Regalado. Guys, he did it. And they're now supporting him, apparently. Let's see how this goes. He began preaching for the online-only Victorious Grace Church, where he and his wife are listed as the only two employees. Yeah, interesting. Regalado, who had no cryptocurrency or exchange background, said divine inspiration called him to launch Index Coin. And don't forget Windex Coin. That's coming out 2024. And Kingdom Wealth Exchange. It was last October 2021 when the Lord brought the cryptocurrency to me. Down like the 10 Commandments from the sky. Regalado, I got something for you. I want you to introduce a cryptocurrency to your church. Everybody's going to get rich. All right. Well, you're gonna get rich. Everybody else is gonna lose everything. But look, I'm God. I want you to be the one. You're the one. Everybody else should suffer. Like you, Regalado, because you were such a good human being. When you were boosting cars. Good guy. I want to go to that church. Anyway, what do we got over here? Guys, I know, I'm sorry I'm a goofball. Oh, goodness. I know I'm a goofball. But good, guys, this guy is really interesting, all right? Regalado also told investors that he would tithe and sow in causes helping widows and orphans, but the funds primarily went into their own pockets. Guys, God told him, no, to put them in don't do the tithing. After he got the money, God gave him a whole new message. God was like, look, I know I told you to sow your royal oats, Hakeem, coming to America style, and to tithe. But, I got a new one for you, okay? I think you should throw it all in your pocket. Remember that indoor pool? That was another idea that I had. God, giving you a new one today. Guys, every day God gave a new message to the Regalados. First it was tithe and sow. Then it was, maybe you should put a football pitch in your backyard. I know you like to play soccer. America, we call it soccer. You call it football in England. I know you like that. Why don't you just kind of hire the excavators and do it with all that money that just came in? Because that's God's will. All right? They specifically went out to the Christian community. And there's a lot of references to scripture and faith. He cloaks himself in that get people to give their money to him, said Tung Chan. That's really heartbreaking for people who trusted him. But guys, the message came directly from God. And Regalado has got a direct connection because he's an amazing human being. Boosting cars. He put him up on, the top of the list. Like, God can't wait to connect with Regalado. Wait, you just boosted some cars? Come on now, Regalado. Let's have a conversation. I'm only going to talk to you. I won't talk to anybody else on earth. Just you, Regalado. How'd you do in that gig you went out on? Did you get that 65 Camaro? That was the top of the list. If you didn't get that one, you're not much of a car booster. I'm just saying, that's God's, overview. Like, I'm a little bit... I expect you to be a good car booster. Like you're good at stealing cars if you're going to go out and do it. I mean, I didn't make you to be a bad thief. Anyway, Eli Regalado, his wife, and his 3 companies are charged with securities fraud, unlicensed broker-dealer activity, selling unregistered securities, and imposition of constructive trust. They are scheduled to appear in Denver District Court next week, according to the court docket. Tung Chan urges others who have invested in index coin to contact the Colorado Division of Securities. And maybe send a little note to God as well. Like, God, what did you tell this guy? Why did you give him that information to then steal my money with index coin? And FYI, what are your thoughts on Windex coin? I hear it's coming out soon. You can send those. A couple notes. God will answer. Oh, goodness. Guys, sometimes when you're in the middle of it, and Eli Regalado decides to steal 1.3 mil from everybody. And his wife, she had the handbags. Yeah. He had the Range Rover in gray. And that was kind of a slap in the face to God. God wanted the red one. That's kind of a slap in the face of the devil that God wanted the red one. But Eli, he went with the gray one. But God told him to do it. Oh, goodness. Who knew I'd have such a gold news story to start.
Oh, that Hilaria Baldwin.
What else do we have here, guys?
I ripped her apart. It was hilarious.
Pastor accused of 1.3. We got it.
So you guys gonna watch that? I'm gonna play you just a couple seconds of my 9th feature film. There are 10 on YouTube. This is the one I'm editing.
As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter.
Who remembers this song?
In the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
I'm just going to go through a few moments here in this movie, guys. These are all my feature films that are flipping up.
I got to make it out alive to get back 2769 to go take on the next,
I'm skipping around.
From your history. But this is where it kind of started, in a way. I'm here. Marxist. I did the work. And now you guys have a future.
You're welcome. You know, make sure you don't break the second set of 10 commandments. You know, I did it twice. I don't want to hear that there's like, oh, we can't find them anymore. What are you talking about? I did the work. Engraved, you know. That's why I'm jacked. I had a hard time walking through the Red Sea. That's how big, you know, Marxist is these days. Walking through the Red Sea like this, you know, like just, I'm elbowing the water on the way through the Red Sea into the light, you know, because of how jacked I am from doing all the work, as the 10 Commandments work, you know. Thou freaking A. How many do we have to do? How many are we talking about over here? 10? I'm not even I'm one letter into the first word of the first one. Thou? Hold on, I'm not. 7 days later, I got the H. God, you couldn't just like, will it so? You couldn't just be like, oh God, you guys need to get on the right track down there. Thanks for coming up to the top of Mount Sinai. I got something for you. Laser engraved. I just thought about it and made it so because I'm God. Here you go. Here's your freaking 10 Commandments. You go down there before they find a golden calf and you let them know about God. You let them know about the 10 Commandments. But no, I get freaking up to the top of Mount Sinai and he's like, so you got a pen? Do I got a pen? A pen? You better grab that rock. What are we talking about? You can grab a rock? What am I doing with the rock? Well, there's another rock over there. This is all burning bush stuff. And I go over and say, okay, it's like 2 rocks. What am I supposed to do with that? Grab the freaking small rock, take it to the big rock, and start, thou shalt not, you know? And you go. Twice. You got to do, and then a double-decker, because I want to make sure you have one for the synagogue and then one for the village. You know, people are out there walking through, like, oh, are these the new ordinance? Look, this is the new public ordinance. There's oh, you're not allowed to covet thy neighbor's wife. Interesting. You know? Guys, we're running out of time. King Herod, he's coming. So join me. Let's go to the light, guys. We're almost there. 40 years in the freaking desert. Aren't you ready to, like, get some water after 40 years in the desert? You can't even get water to swim in. You smell disgusting over there, Andre. And like, this is your chance. Run into the water, my friends. Run in there and hope it splashes on you. And you can stop smelling as disgusting as you smell. 40 years. 40 years in the freaking desert. Let's go. Right? What? Are you kidding me?
No.
Yep. No.
No, you got to go to 2769.
No. You're not kicking me off right now.
You got to
to go through into the light.
Nope.
You're going 40 years. Now we're going through the light.
You can't go.
We're going to the other side, Marxist style.
Nope.
Marxist, great job getting everybody over here and splitting the freaking Red Sea. Good job on that one. I think we're going to have Moses take over now.
That's right.
You got to be freaking kidding me.
He's on his way.
Right?
With his staff.
I did the work. I'm here. I'm Marxist. Look, the Red Sea. It's parted. Like right now.
I know you.
Marxist, good job. Why don't you step to the side? Moses is here.
You did a great job.
You mean the one that was left in the river, and he showed up on the freaking countryside? The queen found him. Moses. I get it.
Yeah. Now you got to go back. We need
let's
you.
let the royal just pretend he did the work. Right? I did the work. So what do they have for me? Back to 2769?
Back to 2769. You got to go. We need you.
Almighty. After doing all the work again.
You got to go do more work.
Now, guys, look, I hope you miss Marxist. Again, you're going to have some fraud show up here. Hackaroo shows up and pretends he's got a connection to God. Pretends that he knows the scriptures. I knew the scriptures. I did the 10 Commandments. Right? And you guys are all better for it. So at least wish me well. I got to go back to the portal. 2769. It's calling. It's waiting for future Mark. Marxist. I'm going to miss the name Marxist. Guys, 40 years. Yeah. You're doing it for 40 years in the desert as one name. And then you have to go back to the future and, take on a new character, take on a new persona, and do something amazing. you know, so then history looks back and says, we have that. Thanks to Future Mark. Anyway, guys, I guess all I could say is God bless. Red Sea, you can close it now. Wait, Joanne! I got pushed back through that time! You know, they really didn't want me to stay and do it as Marxist. You know, parted the Red Sea, and then they're just like, go ahead, bud. Whatever. Yeah, Joanne, can you get me a Fresca? Joanne, I'm back. What do we have? Anything new today? No, I don't even want to get into this last one. I was there, like freaking Stone Ages, climbing mountains. I had to do, you ever heard of the Ten Commandments? Of course you know about the Ten Commandments, Joanne. That's like record here, historical record. The Ten Commandments. Mark says, I did it. I was there with rocks. Yeah, God, he's like, you know what? Why don't you, instead of taking it, because I just like engraved it on stones onto tablets for you, to then just journey your way down in order to teach my message. Give the words of God to the people. I got down on the bottom, Joanne, they had a freaking golden calf. Yeah, no, and they weren't listening at first. They're like, we like our golden calf. I'm like, you don't go golden calf when you got the Ten Commandments deal. No, and you don't even know the worst of it. They made me do it twice. And when I mean they, because God is the Holy Spirit. And all of a sudden the burning bush is telling you, it's just not good enough. You know, you can't just mend it. You can't mend a broken tablet of the Ten Commandments. You're going to have to redo it from scratch. So I did it. You know, that's why I'm jacked right now, coming back from the past to the future. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. I'm looking for something juicy, something salacious. Joanne, are you kidding me on this one? Leonardo da Vinci? I was Leonardo? That was me. God almighty. I'm there, right? And I'm doing like the perfect jawline on Mona Lisa, you know? No, Mona Lisa Smile is a crap movie. This is a painting. Joanne, you don't know about the Mona Lisa? Look it up. It's in your historical documents. The Mona Lisa, it was the most beautiful painting of the 15th century, 16th century. And forever, really, everybody was like, didn't it change? Yeah, after the Mark Della effect, it did change. The original was much more, I guess you'd say like, you know, like she looked like she was in a bad mood. And then they made her sort of look like she was tooting and smiling at the same time. Kind of like you, Joanne. What's that? No, Joanne, we know you have a wheeze. It's from, you know, birth, defect. Oh, no, here's one. I missed this one. Mark Jellin. Yeah, I guess I circumnavigate the globe. That was me. All right. So, Joanne, I guess I'm going to get going. I got a lot of different people to be. I will, I guess I'll be back after. What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. Hey, Joanne, what's this guy's? Oh, this is the Leo Marco one? I go back. I can't wait. I've been wanting to murder people for a while. I haven't, you know, you can't murder people in 2769. Anyway, on to do some murdering. It's back to the future. Ah, Joanne! No! Joanne, where's my canvas for the new painting? And I need my brushes. I can't do what Leo Marco does best without my canvas and brushes. What do you want me to do? You want me to paint the walls again? I already did that. You know, I got with the Venetian plaster as well. You know, that when you're Leo Marco da Vinci, you've got to come up with it. You know? So anyway, I am looking for my brush, Joanne, because I have to touch up this before they arrive, you know. This was a contract piece. Oh, can you do my wife for me? Sure, what's her freaking name? What? Mona what? All right. You know she's a little on the larger side. It's going to require a little extra rouge. You realize when I say requires extra rouge that I have to murder someone for rouge, right? You know, people don't understand. Leonardo da Vinci. I do the best paintings in the world because I'm also a serial killer. You know, when you're out there doing it, in order to get enough rouge to paint freaking Mona over there, you know. Look, that's part of the gig, you know. You're there, you're living the life of luxury because your, paintings are bringing big dollars, you know. You're also designing other things, helicopters, you know. Anyway, when Leo Marco did it, and everybody was just thrilled and said, "Can you do it again?" I was like, "All right, I'll do it," you know. And I stopped over at the art supply store, and I said, "Do you have any rouge?" They said, "You're kidding, right, Leo Marco? You're a professional painter. You know you can't get rouge." 1547. You're gonna have to murder someone, you know. So I did it, and look, right, but I'm gonna need a touch-up. So when's that family of 4 coming in? You know, because we need to mix up some rouge. Anyway, Joanne, what else do we have on the calendar for the rest of the month? You know, Leo Marco's, you gotta keep busy, because if I don't, keep busy with a brush in my hand, that's right, I grab a freaking knife and I murder people because I need rouge, you know? Look, sometimes you get like an extra jar and fill it with blood so you could do the rouge when you get a next contract call. You know, you're here, you're doing it. You got Mona Lisa up on the freaking wall, she's sitting there on the easel just looking, she's looking good. Yeah, like if you were there and you're walking the streets of Italy and you freaking saw Mona, right? You'd be like, "Hey, Mona, can you feed me some freaking grapes?" She probably makes a good wine, I would imagine. What's the backstory, Joanne? Do we know the backstory on his wife, Mona Lisa? Because I really I like to get the backstory when I'm finishing up a painting for a client, because you want to be able to at least explore the entire detail within the painting, so then you could tell the story to your grandchildren one day, What's that? No, I won't tell that story. It's just freaking crap, right? You start feeding grapes. I don't need a Mona Lisa feeding me grapes, I'm just here, just waiting for another family to come through. Murder time. Look, when you're on a murder spree, Leonardo da Vinci style, and they can't catch you because they're like, "Oh, Leonardo, you're so great. We love that painting." I'm like, if you knew how many freaking people I murdered to make that, And they're just like, more, keep doing it. I'm getting close to Genghis Khan, catching up. When you're out there and you're doing it, you become a master with a knife, and not just to cut up the paints in order to, to mesh and to see if I could create new colors, just to get the rouge, Some people call me the Butcher of Verona, I took the title, I took it, and it was because I don't like to give up the credit, and that is why I had the biggest problem when they came in, And they're like, "Yeah, you gotta give the credit to freaking Leonardo." Right? It's one thing if Leonardo could actually paint, but he's just a hack. They're doing it like, "Yeah, look at me," just because we share the same last name, Here at the same timeline. He's Leonardo, I'm Leo Marco. I'm doing genius work. Right? Got the Mona Lisa here. Big bucks. Couple murders on my shoulders. But we did it, And now they want to give the credit to Leonardo? Oh, let's just put Leonardo's name on it. Freaking Leonardo? What, did he have a bad month or something? Leonardo's having a bad month. Well, why doesn't he learn how to freaking paint? He should have gone to, to the studio. I did the work. I was there. I learned how to murder. in order to make rouge. And he's there still trying to do it with crap like, Sierra Brown, and he's trying to get it, You can't make it work. You have to get a murder on your hands. And just hope you don't get caught, It's times like this that I say to myself, why? Why did I murder that family of four? Why did I kill that entire village? Remember that time when I had to do it, And for them to take it from me and give it to freaking Leonardo? Gosh almighty. This is the stuff, you know what I mean? This is the stuff that they write, movies about. That's a thing in the future. You don't know it because I am future Mark. I'm just sick of this. I keep coming back. I keep doing amazing work for the History of Time. So everybody could be like, wow, look at, we have this amazing person who did all these futuristic things. Because I'm freaking from the future, Future Mark, it's a burden, As Monk used to say, it's a curse and a gift, But I'm living in it, What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I'm going back to 2769 soon, but I'm still here, I gotta finish, the painting. The rouge, because he's coming in for it, and I have to make sure this one goes out with Leo Marco on the bottom. I'm not letting Leonardo put his name on the bottom of this one. This is a Leo Marco deal, Gosh almighty, what is this, how many times now have they just been like, hey, can you do me a favor and give this one to the guy who's having a bad one? Look, I'm sorry. You can't always be knocking him out of the park like Leo Marco da Vinci, And you can't take a win from a guy and give it to a loser, You're giving it to a freaking loser. Freaking Leonardo, No, that's fine. I'm just going to let it happen at this point, because I'm just getting used to it. I'm just getting used to getting steamrolled after I do the work. Fine, you're not gonna go find the person so I can murder him. I guess I have to go out and look for him myself.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, we're almost there. I don't know where. Look, we've been on the freaking sea for a long time. Feels like years, thousands of miles. We killed those pirates, the other pirates, Blackbeard's people came and tried to take us out. That was a freaking day. And, I think I haven't seen land. I haven't been, I lost track. I left my phone. You guys don't know what a phone is. Future Mark. There is a calendar / I got like a daily. Oh, today is April 13th. Every character is here on April 13th of the year that they're here. You guys are like, why April 13th? You'll figure it out. Look, I want you to do your jumping jacks. We do them in the morning to get ready for a friggin' journey into the sun. We don't want to go away from the sun. We want to go right into the sun. If you guys want to see new land, you want to see new opportunity and find gold? I know you're all looking for gold. I know where to find gold. It's into the sun. Magellan style. Guys, we've been doing it a long time together. We started in Spain. We journeyed across the friggin' globe. We're here now by the friggin' straits. We still haven't come up with a name, what we're gonna call these straits. I'm kind of feeling like it should be Magellan. We'll talk about that later. But guys, the journey, the mileage that we put on to the Trinidad. Anyway, guys, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. Well, not really. You, Andre, you're friggin' disgusting. The scurvy you had for the last 6 months, you're disgusting as hell. But you made it through. Magellan was here, doing the work. Stench. You guys know. There's nobody in the back doing the laundry. Oh, look, we're air drying. We're all freaking air drying. Okay? But here's the thing. Charles I went and saw him. Said, look, Mark Jellen's got a plan. You know, everybody's like, let's go and find land. I don't want to find land, all right? I want to go away from land and do it like, let's see if we can just like zip zap around the land, right? We do a circumnavigation. We start here, we get back to there, and they're like, oh, look, well, you went that way, and when you came back, you came this way. Like, yeah, it's called a freaking circumnavigation. You know, Charles I was on board. He's like, look, you know what? You do it, Mark Jellen. And I was like, no, I'll totally do it, because that's what I do best. Besides drink my lemon juice, you know. I don't want scurvy, you know, like you had, Andre. You know, guys, I'm glad that Mark Jellen has a drinking problem, you know, because if I didn't, we wouldn't be able to get across this straight, you know. You guys don't need a sip. Yeah, I don't need to help you with your freaking scurvy. Like, you got scurvy and you're wondering if you could have just a sip of the lemon juice. We got a locked up chest with lemon water. It's lemon water / like, you know, the craziest alcohol you've ever had in your life. Magellan? Yeah, I might have Magellan as my captain. You get on the freaking boat when he comes back around. All right? You didn't say that last week when I was here. Blackbeard came around. He's trying to take us out. Then you were like, Mark Jellen, can you help us? Freaking Blackbeard. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, Mark Jellen versus Blackbeard. It's a freaking pay-per-view then. You know? Oh, that's right. You guys don't know about that. Future Mark. I'm from the year 2769. I'm just here in this timeline here is Mark Jellen. Yeah, I was called in. You know, kid, we gotta have somebody go and circumnavigate the freaking globe. You want it? I'll do it. You know, all you gotta do is just like get me on the boat. I know how to go freaking north and then like northeast, right? Yeah. Guys, all I need is that stupid wheel. I want the big one where I can go like this. You know, Mark Jellen, what are you doing? Freaking drinking. You know? I'm getting into it over here. Look, guys, the lemon juice is starting to get to me. You know, I'm in the freaking sun. Yeah. What's that, Pedro? No, Pedro, freaking pull your weight. I'll pour a little bit of lemon juice into a goblet for you. But only if you pull your weight. Okay? Javier knows about it. Javier, look, I know you guys have an issue with me because I'm Portuguese. All right? You don't trust the pork chop. Well, you know, maybe I don't trust the freaking Spaniard. You know, you want to get all racist on me? 1492? Yeah, no, I know they're doing the Nina Pinta Santa Maria, whatever the freak we call it. Yeah, they're doing that. That's a Columbus thing. I'm Mark Jellen. I'm doing a circumnavigation. Well, 1512. It's a little bit later. You know, when you're here doing it, and everybody's still talking about when freaking Columbus went and found the Indies. I got an idea. Let's call it America after Vespucci. Like, he didn't even do it. Columbus. You know, that's why I decided to call Charles I. And I told him I'm going to do a circumnavigation. You freaking put the funds up. All right? I'll discover. Your Philippines is really nice. You know, we'll stop there on the way. Get a little more.
He was murdered in the Philippines, by the way.
Liquor. And then all of a sudden, you know, we're all having a good time. Pedro's pulling his weight. Javier, no more scurvy. You know? Like, who wants scurvy 1512? I get it. You know, like, I don't want it. Lemon juice, I'm drinking it. You know? Like, all day, every day. Everybody's like, hey, Mark Jellen, are you gonna steer the ship? No, I'm sorry. Oh, you want me to steer the ship? Yeah, no problem. I'm doing it. Guys are like, oh, that's right. When I freaking do it, steer-a-roo, I'm doing it and I'm drinking at the same time. Lemon juice, I got it. Look, guys, Mark Jellen is gonna set like a record while we do it, you know? Around the world in 80 days. Jules Verne style. You guys don't know about that yet. That's later in time. I'm future Mark. But there's a guy named Jules Verne, he writes a freaking book about it. You know, you're doing it, that guy's in it, like hot air balloon in it. You know, I'm here on a ship.
I'm playing
We're
you guys a
going
pretty
around the
song
freaking
here.
globe. Mark Jellin. You know, I really could use some more lemon juice. Guys, this has really been one of the best lemon juices I've had in a while, you know? And remember, before we turn into the sun today, I gotta swig through at least one or two of these puppies. Yeah. What's that? Are you kidding? This is the You guys don't have more lemon water for Mark Jellin? What the freaking heck? I'm here, you know, navigating. I'm the navigation. I'm the guy. Hit the freaking wheel. You know? Guys, I'm running low. I'm running low on this. What are we gonna do about it? Yeah. Somebody go and run down into the barracks. Find me a freaking other lemon water. I can't do another, you know, day with you guys smelling the way you freaking smell without another one. Yeah? Goodness, guys, how long? How long are we gonna go through this? Mark Jellin gets the first dibs.
To tie it up with a beautiful song here. Sees me. I'm standing right in front of you. You're looking right through me. Looking right through me. See right through me. You could see right through me. You could see right through me. Take a page out of a book, and no one knows what was written down. It's lost in time. It's lost in someone's mind. Information gone forever, or will it come around again? You could see right through me. Write it down, carve it in a rock. Leave it behind you for the next flock to find you, to find generation. You could see right through me. You could see right through me. You could see right through me.
patience is just a word. Silence is almost impossible, 'cause you're always talking to yourself. You can see right through me. It's a classic case of he said, she said. You don't know what's right till you look back and reflect. You can lead with your heart, you could lead with a smile. Yeah, you can see right through me. You can see right through me. You can see right through me, yeah. I'm like a sheet of glass. You can see right through me, yeah. I got nothing to hide, yeah. You can see right through me, yeah. You can see right through me. You can see right through me. You can see right through me.
Diego, my friend, indeed. Soul nourishment, indeed. There's hundreds of songs on the playlist, the music playlist here. They were all created live. There is the ultimate connection to the moment in each and every one. If I didn't connect to the moment, they wouldn't exist. Because See Right Through Me didn't exist until that happened right there. The surf song, the Star Wars song, Trump Train. The list keeps going. The Enemy, probably the best song created this year. I didn't play it for you tonight, but it's, I think, the last song I uploaded. It's called The Enemy. I really strongly suggest that people listen to that song and share that song. The lyrics are very powerful. One of my favorite lines is propaganda left and right. It's propaganda left and right. It's all you'll ever see because you're the enemy. And the sooner we realize that we are the enemy of everybody in charge, the better. That song says it all. The lyrics are at the bottom of the screen. If you want to share it with people, please do. It needs the ears, and it needs eyes, and it needs bravery. And this time, to even share a song like that, you have to be brave. So if you're a brave person, share it and see what happens. I found I had to go onto a Patriot page today on Facebook. I'm not sure if anybody saw it, but they allowed it to go on, which is cool. So we're going to keep dropping as much positivity, live music, and comedy as possible. I hope to see you tomorrow when we do it all over again. Day 1989 in a row tomorrow. Wow. Let me see who's here so I can thank you for being with me. Do not go anywhere. If you are out there lurking, say hello now or forever hold your peace. Come on. There we go. Andrea O'Neill, Barella, Chris Donaldson, Diego God Ramirez. So good to see you, my friend. Emergency Management Associates. That's our brother Ron Tyler. Ron, you are the man. Please, guys, do me a favor and
make sure you subscribe to Emergency Management Associates. Leisure number 7, Pamela Swan. Raging Wolf, you're awesome. S-Coop, amazing, the mod of all mods. Thank you so much for everything you do for the show. And Trish Killian and We Have Liberty and Freedom. And, of course, Wharton Thistle. If anybody else is out there and I missed you, I think I saw Kill It out there a little while ago. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for spending your time with me and for allowing me to be a goofball. I think Andrea's right. I've continued to do whatever for my art. This is an art show. It's a live creation show, and anything you see happen to your live. That's why whatever you see that I've dropped in the videos, which there's 4,600 pieces of content, but every piece was from the live show, and I've only been able to scratch the surface because I'm all alone. I don't have any editors. And so essentially maybe 1% or half of 1% of the actual content that's been created has been released as pieces of content. So the best thing you could ever do is just push play on an old show and just see what happened. And if you see a really cool moment, please timestamp it and just be like, hey, Mark, drop this, because I don't know unless you tell me. I won't be able to go back myself until the streak ends, and then I'll start looking back myself at things. But for now, we're driving forward, still 1,988 days in a row. Thank you guys for being here. Just 12 days from the 2,000th day in a row, which should be on June 23rd, I believe. And I hope to see you each and every day before and up till. And until tomorrow, I hope you have an awesome night. Joanne, do you want to say anything to everybody? Gosh almighty, Joanne. Dealing with it, you know? Just 12 days, my brother Ron. 12 days. I guess it's really 11 at this point. Today was 12 days. Tomorrow's 11 days. See you tomorrow. You got to go away. You go away. Go away. You got to go away. See you tomorrow, fam.